are going to discuss about the measures of location. Measures are the values, for example, arithmetic mean, standard deviation, correlation coefficient. They are examples for measures. And now here we are going to study about the measures of location regarding the place. Now, measures of location are two types. One, measures of central tendency, and two, the measures of dispersion. According to central tendency, that means a center value, particular value, average, x bar, mode, median. Those three belong to the first category. Second one, standard deviation, range, interquartile range, those belong to the second type, measures of dispersion. So now there are three types of data. First is the individual data. Second one, discrete data. Third one, grouped or continuous data. According to this third type, you have calculated the measures of central tendency and dispersion, right? Arithmetic mean, group data, classes, and standard deviation. Today we are going to study about these two types of data. Usually you will get questions in the first paper, right, based on these two. Now, individual data, what are those? For example, I can give a test and get the marks of students. We'll say 5 students, 3, okay, out of 10, 6, 5, 4, 9. We see these are the marks of 5 students, right, in a test. Individual data means a particular mark occurs only once in the series, right? We'll say 3. Can you see another 3 here in this series? No. 5. Any other 5 values? No. So a particular mark occurs only once. That means frequency is 1. Then they are called individual data. Now discrete data means a particular mark can occur more than once in a series. We'll say 3, 5, 5, 6, 7, 3, like that. Now see 3 here, here also 3, 2 times. 5, 2 times. If you have another 3 here, 3, 3 times. So more than once. If a particular mark occurs more than once, right? Even if this one, we'll say here 4. The repeated occurrence is only for 3. Still it is, because here 1, 2, 3. All these are 1. Only once now, right? So these are called discrete data. Now group data, continuous data means, now when we have discrete data, say 50 students, 100 students, 500 students, can we write the data like this? We can, but it's not practical. So what we have to do is we have to group them. Can you remember grouping, class size and all? I'm not going to do them now, right? Example 1 to 10. Then this one 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40. Likewise, we group them. These are called grouped data. So we can calculate the measures of central tendency, that means arithmetic mean, mode, median, and standard deviation, range, everything for these 3 types of data, right? We have done this type, so we don't need to do this. Now we'll see this one. First we'll take the measures of central tendency, right? Go through your note, you can understand. Under measures of central tendency, there are three measures. One, arithmetic mean, x bar. Two, median. Third one is mode. Right? Three central tendency measure. Arithmetic mean, mode. Median, mode. First we'll calculate the x bar. Here x bar for individual data, we'll take this one. For individual data, the formula is x bar equals, you know this one, summation x divided by n, right? X means all these values, summation means total of x values divided by the number of items or values. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Now we'll get this one. What's the total of these? 17. Right, the total is not 17, it's 27. Divided by number of students, here 5. The answer is 5.4. That is our x bar. Right, at the exam, if you give a series of marks like this, actually it's better if you can arrange this either in ascending or descending order and get the value. Right, there's no difference, but if you give the median, you'll have to arrange. That's the way to get x bar. Right, now we'll go to this one, discrete data. Okay, discrete data. Here you can use two methods, but yeah, if you have a series like this, even in the first paper you can add all these values. Same formula, x bar equals summation x divided by n, right? So summation x is, you have to add all these values. What's the total? Right, the total is 31. 31 divided by n. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So answer is 4.4. You'll have to get the other answer also, right? 4.4 2. I think it should be 3. Right? Do this. Huh? So that is our x bar. You get all the values, right? Even you have repeated values. You know how to get the x bar for this method. You have to get tallies and then frequencies, then D column, FD column. So the formula is A plus I into summation FD divided by N. N or summation F. That's the formula. You know how to get that one. Right? For these two, you'll have to use this particular formula. The usual one. You add all these things and divide that by number of students. Alright. Calculate the median for these two types of data. Median, that is the value or the mark that represents the middle place of a set of data, right? The mark which is represented by the middle place of a data. Now we'll say a set of data like this: 2, 5, 7, 9, 6, right? So we'll number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what is the middle place here? The middle place, by the middle place, the whole series is divided into two equal parts. Which one is that? This one, right? So this value, the mark 7, is the median, right? The mark which is represented by the middle place of the series. Always it's the mark. In the MCQs, you get 3 also as a choice. First, what's the median? Then first one, 3. Then second one, 4. Third choice, 7. Likewise. So here 3 is also given. But what's the answer? It's 7. Right? The mark which is represented by the middle place. So for to do this, there's something very important that you'll have to do. That means you have to arrange the data either in ascending or descending order. Now here these data are arranged according to the ascending order. Usually in educational measurements, we arrange the data in the descending order. We take the highest value as the first place, right? So after arranging, then only we have to find the middle place. Now we'll do some problems, right? So the same method goes for individual data and discrete data, right? No two different ways. Now we'll say we have a set of data like this. 5, 3, 6, 3, 7, 9, 8. We have a series like this, right? So what's the first thing that you'll have to do? You have to arrange them in the descending order. We'll arrange them in the descending order. Here 9, 8, no, 7, 6, 5, 3, 3. Right? You have arranged them in the descending order. Then we'll say we'll put the numbers, right? We'll have to find 1, 2, 3. You don't have to put the numbers at the exam, but to get the idea, we'll like this. 7. Arranging is a must, right? You must arrange the data. Descending. Right. Now we'll see how many values are there. 7. We call this as an odd number. Odd. When there's an odd number in the data, it's easy. Here 1, 2, 3. 3 this side, 3 this side. Equal sign. And this is the middle place. 4, right? Middle place. So what's the median here? Our answer is 6. The median is 6. The value which is represented by the middle place. By the median, we divide a series into two equal parts. By the median, we divide the series into two equal parts, not the total, right? Number 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? Now we'll take another set of data. 4, 6, 2, 5, 9, 4. How many values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So we call these as even. Even now. Right? Now, what's the first thing we'll have to do when we get a series of data? We have to arrange them. Don't forget it. Right? Now even in the answer, they will give 1, 2, 3 as the answer also in the MCQs. Without arranging, the answer is 3, but you'll have to arrange, right? I will arrange this thing now. 9, 6, 5, 4, 4, 2. All right, that's the arrangement. Now we'll find we'll just number them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 6 data. Then what you have to do, you have to divide this into 2 equal parts, right? Not the total, the number of data. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? You can't have this. So what you have to do, we have to divide this one here. 3 plus 4 is 3.5, right? That means what? You have to take these two values and get the average. 5 plus 4 divided by 2, that is 9 divided by 2, 4.5. So our answer is 4.5. That is our. From 4.5, there are 3 values above the median. From 4.5, 3 values below the median. Values, okay? Right. So what you have to do now when calculating the median, you have to arrange the data, and if it's an odd number with the number of data, then this is central value here, the middle value, and then if not, you have to get the total and divide that by 2. All right. Not, you have to get the total and divide that by 2. All right. Now, that is for individual data and discrete data. Okay, and for group data, I saw a question, I think 2 years ago in the second paper, to find the median for group data. Here there's another method. You can use a formula, right? The formula for the median is MD, that's the median, equals half. Why half? We are dividing the series into 2, right? Half into n plus 1. We'll say n plus first, right? We don't, n plus 1 item. The item, right? The mark represented by this item is the median. Right, we'll find this one. Half n plus 1. N means what? Number. How many? 4. So, sorry, 7. Plus 1. Item. That is half into 8. If you divide this by this one. So the fourth item, not number 4, right? The fourth item is the median. Now we'll count the fourth item. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth item, that is 6. 6 is the median. All right. So when we get the formula like this, you can get the correct. Even for the odd numbers, you can do it, right? This is the one we are going to use. This is the formula we are going to use for continuous data, group data. Okay. First we'll have to find the item. Then we have to find the particular value. Now we'll take group data. Now at the exam, they will give a set of data. No, you are given a series, right? Numbers. Then the first thing you have to do is arrange them, descending order. Count how many. Then you know the middle place, right? Odd and even. You don't have to use the formula there. But if they ask you to find the median for group data, then you'll have to use that particular formula. We'll say group data. Right. This part, right? We have classes like this, second page, right? These are group data, frequencies, tallies, and then the frequencies. For the median, to find the median, you have to get the cumulative frequencies also. Remember that. That is for group data, right? To group data, to get the median, you'll have to get the cumulative frequencies also. I think you can remember, no? F is there, so 2 plus 4, 6. 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 8, 14. Likewise, you calculate the cumulative frequencies. Right. Then you can use the formula. Now, what's the formula? Median. Median equals half into. Why half? Because we are dividing the series into two equal parts. N plus 1 item. Right? You have to remember this formula. It's not given to you. Then half. What is our N here? Here, summation F. Here also you can get summation F N. Number of students. There are two students who have got marks between these two. Likewise, if you get all these things, that's the N. So 50 plus 1 item. Into 51. 51 divided this one. 25 point. Now you say 25.5th item. Here you can say 50. Actually, it's 50. No, you just use this. To 25.5th item. Right? That's the item. This is not the median. 25.5 is not the median. Remember, they will give this 25.5 as one of the choices, MCQs. That's not the median. That's the item. The mark which is represented by the middle place. The middle place is this, 25.5. Now, we have to find the value. So here, when we get the cumulative frequencies, here these are the students, no? Number of students. We have to find 25.5. Right? That's the place. Now, then you'll have to count how many from here. Rather than that, we can get the 25.5. Here, up to here, 24 students. We can't find a middle place here. So the 25.5, that place students is in this group, 33. There are 33 students who scored marks below 6.5. Then that child is here in this set among these 33 students. So you write here, right, near 33, 25.5 item. That's the item. But what is median? Median is the mark that is represented by the middle place. This is the middle place. So what is the mark which is represented by the middle place? Then you have to, here 33 now. Then the mark is here in the middle. The mark is here in the middle. Right? So you have to find, this is the class. I think I will not be able to use this now. Right. So this is 25.5th item. The child is here among these 33. We have to find the relevant mark. It is here in this class. We call this class as the median class. Median class. The mark lies between these two values, 49.5 and 56.5. So how to get the mark? We have to add. What is that? 49.5 plus 56.5 divided by, we have to get the middle value, no? 2. So what is that? 49.5 plus 56.5. Then it should be 53 because we divide this by 2. Right. So the answer is 50. Alright, that is our mean. 53. Got the idea now? Right. If it is the individual data or discrete data, arrange the data in descending order and find the middle place, right? You have to be careful with the odd and even numbers. If they ask you to find the median for group data, you have to use the formula and find the item, relevant item. Then you have to go to the cumulative frequency column. You have to do this. Near the F column, you can create the CF column, right? And then find where you can find this item. Not in the middle like P values and not PR. The 25.5th place is here. The child is here among these 30. Then the mark that is represented by that middle place is, we have to get the midpoint of these two. This class is known as the median class, right? What is that? Median class, remember. Median class. All right. The third measure we are going to calculate is the mode. The mode is the mark which is scored by a large number of students. ළමයි වැඩි දෙනෙක් ගත්ත ලකුණ. The mark which is scored by a large number of students. If we take this series, right, what is the mode? What kind of a series is this? Is it an individual series or a discrete series? Now we'll say 22. Can you find any other 22 here? No. 43? No. So likewise, this is an individual series. Can we find a large number here? No. One child has scored 22, one child has scored 43. All have scored like that, only once. So in individual data, we cannot find a definite mode. Remember that. In individual data, we can't find a definite mode because the frequencies are like this for all. It's 1. We can't find. If we can find 2, then that mark is the mode. But we can't find 2 here. So it's 1. No mode in individual data. Right. Suppose you have a value here. Now tell me what's the mode. What is the mode? The mode is the mark which is scored by a large number of students. Here large number means more than 1. So what's the value? 22 is there, 22 is there. So the mode is 22. Right? You can expand the series like this. Here also 22, then 56, then you have 3. Then what's the mode? 1, 2, 3. So the mode is 22. 3 students have scored 22. All right. Suppose you have, this is a discrete data, right? A particular mark can occur more than once. Suppose you have this one, you have 54 here, another mark, right? 22, 22. Here also you have 54, here also you have 54. So what is the mode? In this case, you have 2 modes, not a single mode, 2 modes. What are those? 22 and 50. Both are, we call this as bimodal. Bimodal. Model, right? Not model, right? If you have one mode, unimodal. That is for discrete data. Now, if we have continuous data, that means data with groups like this. Continuous data. Then what's the mode? Now you should be able to tell me the mode. What is the definition of a mode? The mark which is scored by a large number of students. What's the large number? Here, students are here. Marks are here. What's the large number of students? It's 8. Right? 8 students. Lamai 8 denikma. 8 students have scored a particular mark in this class. Right? We call this class as, and that particular value will be the mode. And we call this class as the model class. Model class. Not model, huh? Not like this. It's wrong. Model, D-A. Model. Name model class. Right. Now how can we get the mid value? That is the mode, right? How can we get it? So mode equals class 45 plus 49 divided by 2, that is 104 divided by 2, answer is 54. So the mode is 54. That means 8 students have scored the mark 54. 54 is the mode. But here we are getting the average value. It can be 49. It can be 46. Right? We don't know. That's one disadvantage in this method. There's a formula for you to calculate the real mode. But at the exam, you can calculate the mode like this. Right? Get the mode. Can you remember the model class? Even when you are calculating the arithmetic mean, you got that assumed mean. In the papers, you could find get the midpoint of the model class as the assumed mean. So this is the model class. What's the model class? The class that represents the highest frequency, large number of students. Right? That is the. So you know, for individual data, no particular or no definite mode. In discrete data, you can have a single mode or 2 modes, 3 modes like that. To get the mode for the group data, go to the highest frequency and get the relevant class and get the midpoint. That midpoint point is the mode. In not 8, right? The mark. Okay, I forgot to tell you. Now in this group data, there's 8, right? That's the highest frequency. Suppose you have 8 here also. 8. Instead of 4, 8. Then you have 8 values. Then what's the mode? You have 2 modes. You have to calculate this mode, this one, and here this mode. Then you have 2 modes by mode. Okay. Right. Before I forget, you have to calculate the median and mode. Now you did your past papers, 5 past papers. So you have to calculate the median and the mode for them, right? And you have to submit. Now, next one. Now we did the measures of central tendency. What are those? X bar, median, mode. All right. We did this for individual data, discrete data, and group data. All right. Now what's this is central tendency. Central tendency, a single value, right? Whereby a single value we can interpret the results of the whole group. Now say X bar is 80. That means average is 80. If we give a test and we get the average 80. So we can say the students have performed very well in the class because the average is 60. By a single value, we can say, we can interpret the performance of the students by the mode, right? Median, like that. All right. That's the central tendency, right? Center at the center. When you draw the normal distribution, I'll come to that later. We assume X bar here, MD here, median, and mode also in the middle place. That means the middle. It can't be always 50. Middle place is not 80. You can have X bar as 80 also. Right? Here 80. And then we can interpret the results. I'll explain them to you later. So we did the measures of central tendency. Now the next one is measures of dispersion. Dispersion means how the marks are scattered. Right? How the marks are scattered or how the marks are deviated from the average. That's central value. Now for this one we are studying the range. How the marks are dispersed. And second one, interquartile range and semi-interquartile range. Third one is standard deviation. Right? We have calculated standard deviation for group data. And I think you know how to get this SIOR using different methods. Now, you know about these things roughly. We'll calculate all these three for the 3 types of data. First, we'll take the first one, the range. Now, the formula for the range is, remember, it's like this. Range equals the highest value minus the lowest value plus 1. Remember that. There's plus 1. Right? I think because of that continuation, real limits and 0.5, we are deducting 0.5 from the lower limit and adding 0.5 to the upper. So that is the formula, remember. Right? Range is highest value minus lower value plus 1. Right. Now we will take this one. Before that, we'll take this range 3, 5, 6, 9, 4. Right? This is a series of data. I think it's better if you can arrange whatever the data you'll get, arrange them in the descending order. It's better. Now in this case, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3. Right? Then what's the highest value? This is the highest value. What's the lowest value? This is the lowest value. So what's the range now? Highest minus lowest plus 1. That is range. Highest is 9, lowest 3 plus 1. Always put the brackets, right? Otherwise you will get a different answer. 6 plus 1, the answer is 7. The range is 7. Alright. That's the way to calculate the range for what is this? Individual data. Right? Occurs only once. Now we are going to calculate the range for discrete data. Here, up there, you can find the series. Discrete, here you can find 6 is occurring 3 times like that. Now what you have to do? You have to arrange them. Arrange them. It's easy. Here also you can find the highest and the lowest. But by the way, what's the mode here? Even for that, you can arrange. Right? A mode is, we'll see. Arranging. 12. Then what's the next value? 8. Then 6, 6, 6, 6, 5. Here you can easily see. That's why I said arrange the data, right, in the first paper. Now what is the mode? 4 students have scored 6. The mode is 6. Only 2 students have scored 5. That's not the mode. The mode is the highest, the mark which is scored by the highest value. Now, we are discussing now, what are we discussing now? The range. What is range? Range equals highest minus lowest plus 1. Right. Highest. This is the highest value. This is the lowest value. Highest, lowest. So 12 minus 5 plus 1. 7 plus 1. So that is 8. So our answer range equals 8. That's the answer. Alright, highest minus lowest plus 1. That is for discrete data. Now what's the next thing? Group data. Quickly group. Same example, it doesn't matter. Now you tell me what's the range. What's the range? Range equals highest minus lowest plus 1. According to this, what is the highest value? 79. Right? You can take 79.5 also. Then you can have to take this one, right? Either this or this. We'll take this one, highest value 79, because one child has scored marks between 75 and 79. He might have scored 79, right? So we can't say always the average. So the highest value is 79 in this case. What's the lowest value then? 25 plus 1. So what is the answer? 55. The range is 55. So you'll have to calculate the range for in the past 5 papers also. You had done them, calculate these also. Right? What do you mean by this? I mean the range. Mode for group data, median for group data, and range for group data. Not separate, right? Nearby. For practice, you can calculate separately also. Next one, IQR and SIQR. IQR means interquartile range. SIQR, semi-interquartile range. Now you have, we are going to calculate IQR and SIQR for individual data and discrete data, right? Since we are using the same formula for the two of these, I am taking one series, discrete data, to show you how to do it. The same method is applied for individual data, right? Now you have a set of data like this. Then you must arrange this here in the ascending order, right? In the earlier ones also you can arrange the data in ascending order. It's okay, right? To find the median and all, otherwise you get confused. Only in the tables, frequency distribution, arrange them in the higher top to bottom. Here, highest to the lowest, right? Now we'll arrange the data. 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, 6. Okay. Then number them. This is the first item, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. There are 7 values, right? Then you have to use the formula for individual and discrete data, the same formula. Now you know the quartiles. We are dealing with the quartiles. Here, this is a quarter, right? 1/4. Then if you have 2 quarters, how can you say this one? 2/4. S is there, fourths. Then this one, 3/4, right? So that means here it is Q1, first quarter. This one, Q2, second quarter, and this one, Q3, third quarter. What are these quarters? Now, if you take a series of data like this is the lowest value, this is the highest value, right? When you are dealing with these things, from the lowest to the highest, arrange them, right? Then we have to divide this into 4 equal parts, right? This quarter is Q1. This one, Q2. Why? 2 quarters are there. Then this one is Q3. Q3 means 3 quarters, right? Here you can, I'll explain now itself. Here you can find 25%. Here also between these two you can find 25%. Here 25%. These are quarters, right? Q1 is, now Q1, that means 25%. If it as a percentage, P 25. Remember P values and PR values, ranking, percentage ranks. Then Q2. What do you mean by Q2? 25, 25. That means 50%. 50% means what? P 50. Median. Then Q3. 1, 2, 3. 75%. That means P 75. Right? These are the things. Right. Now, that's the base, that's the concept of quartiles. Right. Now we are coming to the formula. Right. We have to find, it's the IQR. IQR equals Q3. That's the larger value, right? Q3 minus Q1. Semi interquartile, you have to divide that by 2. Now we have to find Q3 and Q1 also. First we'll find Q1. The formula for this one, Q1 equals 1/4. We are dealing with quartiles now. Earlier when we did the median equals half because middle place. Right? Now we are dealing with quarters. So Q1 equals 1/4 into same formula. 1 plus a 1 item. Now here 1/4 into n. How many values? 7. 7 plus 1 item. So here it is 8. I'll write it here. 8th item. Can't see now. Item. Here that means 2. Second item. Second item. Q1 is the second item. That means Q1 is the mark that is represented by the second item. Now we'll go to the series. What is the second item here? Second item is 2. So this is our Q1. Right? So Q1 is 2. That's the answer. Similarly, we'll find Q2 also. Right? We don't need it here. But we'll find Q2. So there are certain things that you have to change. You can't do like this. I'm doing it now to save time. Q2. The formula is then, is it 1? No. We need 2. The second quartile, Q2. The formula is the same. So it's like this. Then here also we need the second quartile, 8. Here it is 2. 2 into 2. Fourth item. Fourth item. So what is the fourth item? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is this one. Fourth, the mark represented by the fourth item is Q2. Now we'll Q2 is, then the answer is 3. Okay. Next one we'll have to find Q. What do we have to find? Q3. We'll do Q3. Why Q3? We need to find the third quartile. Right? Here we need that one. So Q3, it's like this, same. Right? Q3. Then it is 2 here. Then the answer is 6th item. You'll have to do this, right? I'm doing 6th item. What's the 6th item then? Number 6. That is our Q3. 6. So the answer is the mark 6. Right? That's the way to find the quartiles for individual data and discrete data. You write the set of data, arrange them in the ascending order, number them. Right? Then using this formula, calculate the item, then find the relevant mark. That mark is the what? Answer. Okay, first quartile. Here it's Q3. First quartile. Here according to this, third quartile. Likewise, you have to get this. So this is the formula to find the quartiles for individual and discrete data. Alright, first quartile. Here it's Q3. First quartile. Here according to this, third quartile. Likewise, you have to get this. So this is the formula to find the quartiles for individual and discrete data. Alright. And semi-interquartile. We'll finish that one also. Semi-interquartile range. I write here. SIQR equals IQR divided by 2. Semi. So IQR is, what is the IQR? We didn't calculate the IQR, no? IQR means Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2 SI. So Q3, what is Q3? Q3 is 6. 6 minus Q1, 2. 6 minus 2 is our IQR. Q3 is 6 minus Q1 is 2. So that the answer is 4. Alright, IQR is 4. Now semi-interquartile is IQR. Here it is 4. Then 4 divided by 2. SIQR is 2. The answer is 2. Alright. Now, can you remember you prove this one? We don't. S median does not equal to SIQR. Right. What is our median? I rest. Middle value. Here we got it as Q2 as 3. It does not equal. We'll just leave this mark. SIQR, it's 2. So we can see that median does not equal SIQ. Median means Q2. Q2 is fine. Q2 is not SIQR. Q2 means P50. Right? So this median is this. Median is not SIQ. Not necessary, all these are not that necessary, right? But for you to know. Right. Quartiles. Nowadays we don't get questions based on these quartiles, but we should know. Now we have to calculate the quartiles for SIQR and IQR for continuous data. Continuous data, remember these classes and frequencies, right? So quartiles, as I explained earlier, first quartile means P50, third quartile means P75. So for group data, there are two methods. One is using this. Remember P values and PR values. We have to find SIQR. No, first IQR. That is Q3 minus Q1. In other way, P75 minus P25. One method is this. Remember, we have to find P25 and P75 and P25. Where's P20? Now, P values, know what is given? P. So, go to this column. P25 is here. So, you know how to get P25. First, you will have to calculate P25. P32 is P32 equals 44.5. Then P22 equals 39.5. We don't know P25. Then we'll have to calculate. Right? I'm not going to do this. That's the way to get P25. Similarly, you can get P75. Then do the calculation and find. That is one method. One method for group data. Right? We can get PCF and upper real limits. The other method is using an ogive. Draw an ogive, and here you can find P25. Get the value, and from here you can get P25. Then here P75. Draw and get the value. From an ogive also you can find. If the series is not that long, you can write all the values and find the quartiles using the formula also. But for it's easy if you can do this one or this one. Percentage ranks, PR values, right? Percentage ranks. So we can calculate the ranking using three methods, using that 1/4 that part of the formula and this method and using this method. Right. Okay, that is the end of this interquartile and quartile envelope. SIQR and IQR. What are we doing now? So many things, no? What are we discussing actually? Measures of location. Under that, measures of central tendency. Right? We are dealing with measures of location. Go through the note. And now, measures of central tendency. We did that. What are the measures of central tendency? X bar, or arithmetic mean, median, mode. Right? Then we are discussing measures of dispersion. Dispersion. There are three. What are those? Range, then interquartile range and semi-interquartile range. Semi-interquartile range. Right? For discrete data, for individual data, group data, discrete data and group data. Right, we did this one now. What's the third one? I said the standard deviation. Right? So, for discrete data, individual data and the discrete data, there's a formula, standard deviation equals square root of summation. Where is it? Hold on. Right? For standard deviation, we have to calculate the standard deviation for individual data, discrete data, and group data. Right? For individual data, this is the formula. For discrete data, this is the formula. I am not going to do them because usually they don't ask these things in the exam nowadays. Right? But they are in the syllabus. That's why I did standard deviation for group data. You know how to do this one. That's fine. Right? Usually they don't, because it takes time to do this one even in the first paper. Right? Not even in the first paper, it takes time to do this one. So they usually don't get this one. If you get a standard deviation, then this. Right? So that's what we have discussed now. The measures of location. Right? All three using three for individual data, discrete data, and group data. Now I'll discuss something useful to you. I think you have seen these things in the first paper, right? They will give you a real limits of these things, frequencies, cumulative frequencies, and they leave out certain blanks and you will have to fill them. Right? Now we'll say it's easy. Don't worry, it's easy. Now here, if they leave out a blank like this, you know how to get this, no? So 29, 34.5, 39, 44.5, 49. This one should be 54.5. These questions are easy. I'm discussing the first wave questions, right? Now the frequencies. They have left two blanks here, frequencies, and they have calculated the CF also, cumulative frequencies, and left a blank here. Now how to get this one, frequencies? You know that how to get cumulative frequency. This one you write straight away, and then you have to add 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 6, 11. Then 11 plus something, 16. right? So what you have to do? 16 minus 11, that is 5. That's the way to fill the answer. 11 plus 5, 16. When you have a blank here, just deduct these two. Then you can get the answer. Now we'll do another one here. 31. 30, yeah, 8, no, 24 plus 7 is 31. 31 plus something, 37. 31කට කීයක් හරි එකතු වුණාම 37. කීයක්ද? Deduct these two, then you can get the answer. What's the answer? 6. 31 plus 6, 37. Right here, cumulative frequency. A blank is there. This method. 37 plus 6. That is, what is that? 43. Right? You can see some of the questions like this. So we have to think and do. Here, two more blanks. No, I didn't see. Here, there's a blank. PCF. Right? Now be careful when you are dealing with PCF. See whether this one is 50. If it is 50 only, you can double. Right? If it is something else, the total, the upper value, then it is the answer. You can't double the values, right? So it is 50. Now what is this one? First, here it is 98. Then what's the answer for this one then? 22. Only because here it is 50. You know, 50 into 100. All right. So go through the first papers and you can do all the problems related to these measures of location now. Right? Don't waste time, practice.